blindness is a huge problem in many countries in Africa and really around the world. And most of that problem with vision, at least half of it, has to do with cataract blindness. And the good thing about cataract blindness is that it's actually curable. A lot of eye disease is not, but cataracts are curable. But the problem is, if you don't get attention for your cataracts soon, then the cataracts get thicker and thicker and thicker, and eventually you really can't see much of anything. Maybe just light or dark or shadows moving. So most of the patients that we do here on Mercy Ships are patients that really have almost no vision because the cataracts have gone for so long without attention. Here's the problem in Cameroon.
What is
Eye
it?
drops galore that patients can get very easily, but they don't know what the drops are for. And oftentimes the drops are not the proper medications in the bottles. There's a lot of mixing up of drops. And we think we've had a couple of infections this year from drops that were contaminated that we didn't know they had, that they continued to use. So there it is right there. This goes in the trash.
Charlene is 27 years old and she has cataracts in both eyes. She noticed them when she was 11 years old, which means that more than likely she had them when she was born and they developed as she got older. And now we're going to do surgery on one eye.
See, she thinks she's okay, she's prepared psychologically, and she thinks also that she trusts enough Mercy Ships team for the surgery, so no problem, she's ready for the surgery. She's been suffering for more than 11 years of cataract, and she's really grateful towards the team of Mercy Ships because of this, and she really thinks and she really hopes that for the other people in the nation that they will have also the surgery she's about to have because it's something very important for her. One of the first things she will do is she will read because she can't read from afar.
The biggest thing for me here is the impact on the whole family and the village for people who have their sight restored with the cataract surgery on board Africa Mercy. We have a celebration of sight where patients come and praise God and sing and dance and testify to what God has done and how their sight has been restored. And quite often not only the patient stands up, but the patient's relative will stand up. And a couple of stories that really I remember. One was a granddaughter stood up to testify on behalf of her grandmother, and she said that her grandmother had been blind for some years with cataracts and couldn't look after herself at all. So this lady had to go and look after her grandmother. She had to give up her job. She had 3 young children with no husband, and therefore she had no money, and she'd been caring for her grandmother for some time. So now her grandmother had sight, she could look after herself. This lady could go back to work and look after her family and could provide for her children again, which was a very emotional time, but there was a lot of rejoicing.
So with this method of surgery, we actually, instead of breaking up the cataract and then taking it out of the eye, we take it out in one whole piece. So these are cataracts that we took out. These are the extra special super duper big ones that we saved to show you. So, Cataract Hall of Fame, there you go.
Okay, she's very happy.
I'm so glad. This is Charlene. Today we did right eye, no complications. Very good. Okay, she may go. Everything looks great.
Okay, goodbye.
Merci.
Comme ça me plaît pas.
Ok, ok. Je crois qu'elle veut protéger les jeunes femmes de Cameroun, c'est ça?
I love working on the eye team because I love working with the patients. I love the miracle of being able to watch them go from being led onto the ship to being able to walk on the ship on their own is overwhelming. It's just overwhelming, the transformation that you see and the change in their life and the change in their whole personality. I love doing the little kids because they go from being born blind to suddenly seeing, and their parents just weep because now their child can have a life and go to school, and we weep because we see the miracle in their eyes.
I remember at the very beginning, one day, when we removed the patch of a woman, she was just like, Jesus, Jesus, I see, oh, I can see, I see. And I was just like, wow, she couldn't see before many years ago. But she sees now, and it's amazing to see that people just come into the light.